was all about Group D on Tuesday, and England have managed to top the standings after beating the Czech Republic 1-0. Joining the Three Lions in the knockout stages is Croatia, who ended Scotland's dreams of reaching a first knockout phase in their history. And joining me to discuss what happened and the expectations for these teams that are going forwards is sports journalist Ruben Slagter. Ruben, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So we start with England, and the Three Lions qualified for the last 16 after beating the Czech Republic 1-0 thanks to Raheem Sterling's header. Plenty of question marks do remain on this England team, however. For large parts of the match, they failed to create significant chances. Ruben, how do you assess this English side, who came into the tournament as probably the big favourites after France, but have been, if truth be told, a little bit flat so far?
True. Well, the main question is we have no idea how good England is. Gareth Southgate has already played some different teams, different players, and nobody really was convincing during those games, I think. We're now really waiting for England to have a real test against a real team. We know that next round they will play against one of the group of death, so it will be France, Germany or Portugal probably. So yeah, then we will see how good they are. But it's true that the question marks remain after this final match, that's for sure.
Question marks, particularly, Ruben, surrounding one player, Harry Kane, the captain, best scorer in the Premier League, best assists in the Premier League, Golden Boot of the World Cup, and yet just one shot on target in this entire tournament so far.
Yeah, the main question is now, how can they make him score? That's for sure. Today he had one good opportunity. He missed it, but okay, well played by the goalkeeper, I would say. Maybe it was the opportunity to make Dominic Calvert-Lewin play, but okay, Gareth Southgate is giving him confidence. I can understand that because Harry Kane is his captain, is probably his most important player, and we're now waiting. Maybe with all the other players, they have to support him, and yeah, he has to show up in the next round, because otherwise for England it will be quite a hard task to go through, that's for sure.
Is that the question, his support around him? We've seen Gareth Southgate try Mason Mount and Phil Foden, Raheem Sterling, and today Bukayo Saka, who were both excellent. But is it the players around him that will bring the best out of Kane?
I think so. Well, the main question is also, I mean, why did he score so many goals in Russia? Was also because his opponents over there, he scored them mostly against Panama, Tunisia. He got the Golden Boot. He's a great striker, but okay, he is now also playing in a different team than in that tournament. I mean, the players behind him are more also creative players, also creating occasions for themselves. He is also, if you look for the Sterling goal, for example, Kane is looking for the space, and at the second post, Sterling is coming. So you could also say that Kane did a good job, and Sterling could really profit of his good job. So we'll see during the next games. It's clear that it's not the same connection as he has at Spurs, for example. That's true.
You mentioned, Ruben, that the next match will be against one of the group of death, so either Germany, France or Portugal, to put that in perspective. Can we expect more of a solid defensive base, or England to be more adventurous?
I would say the solid defensive base, but it also depends against who they're going to play. I mean, France, we have seen them quite, defensive as well. I think that if it will be against Germany, Germany is only playing for the attack, so which will also mean that England will probably wait a little bit more and will react to them. Against Portugal, yeah, I would also say that it will be England to make the game. So yeah, it depends a little bit against who they're going to play. At the same time, I really hope that England, and if they want to be European champions, they have to step up their game in that match. That's 100% sure.
Of course.